Hi, everybody. Today I'm going to talk about Rett syndrome, and I made a website to help you learn about it. I'm going to talk about the genetic basis of Rett syndrome, other MECP2 related disorders, and some current treatment regarding Rett syndrome. So first of all, what is Rett syndrome? Rett syndrome is a rare genetic neurological disorder caused by a mutation on the MECP2 gene located on the X chromosome. The MECP2 gene provides instruction for making a protein called methyl CpG binding protein 2 that is critical for normal brain function. So patients with Rett syndrome will typically have abnormal brain functions such as delayed language and motor skills, breathing difficulties, and seizures. Where does it come from and who does it affect? Like we learned in class, the majority of Rett syndrome cases are caused by sporadic mutation, which means there is not an inherited pattern in this disease. The sporadic mutation is just spontaneous in the development of the egg or sperm cell. And Rett syndrome primarily affect girls because in boys, they only have one X chromosome. And if that X chromosome is mutated, then it usually leads to miscarriage or stillbirth. While girls, due to X inactivation, half of their brain cells will express normal level of MECP2, while the other half will be abnormal. MECP2 mutation not only leads to the classical Rett syndrome, but also many other diseases like variant Rett syndrome, PPM-X syndrome, or MECP2 duplication syndrome. In this MECP2 duplication syndrome, there's multiple copies of MECP2 gene on the X chromosome, and this also leads to mental retardation and a delay in the development. Some current research about MECP2 mutation is the correction of gene mutation using CRISPR. This basically means you replace the mutated gene with the wild type MECP2 gene, which can reverse the symptoms. There's also epigenetic editing that edits the methylation marks on the MECP2 gene, and it aims to reactivate the inactive copy. There's also an oral medication called Daybue that targets neuron inflammation. It does not cure the disease, but it can provide some treatment for the symptoms.